Good afternoon, friends. Welcome to my video on the analysis of Bank Nifty. I waited for 21 EMA to cross the VWAP, to cross the 50 EMA. It crossed the 50 EMA, but there were no connecting candles at this point, at the crossover point. So at the crossover point, there were no connecting candles. Then I waited for 21 EMA to cross the 100 EMA. It crossed 100 EMA, but here also there was no connecting candle. But this candle connected the 50 EMA and 21 EMA. But 50 EMA was above the VWAP still. So I did not try it. I see that there is a lot of volatility here. When 50 approaches VWAP, this is a common case actually. When 50 EMA approaches the VWAP and both are close to each other, there is a lot of volatility in the market. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So this volatility ate up almost 100% of my money, forcing me to enter into big trades with all the money. So I lost all the money here again. Again, I lost all the money here. So here, this is very tricky actually. 50 crossed the VWAP and there was a gap between 50 and the VWAP. See, the crossover angle is very clear here. So after this, there was one more candle, but it is very tricky actually this case. Here also there is gap between 50 and VWAP, and there was one more candle after this candle. And here also, if I can see the gap between 50 EMA and the VWAP and a connecting candle, there is one more candle here. So and then 21 EMA crossed 100 EMA. It resulted in another candle after this point. I missed all the trades. I got into this mess and I lost 100% of my capital. I missed all the good crossover points. I messed up with my capital. I lost 100% of my capital in this mess. Such a nightmare actually, this mess. So again, 50 EMA crossed 100 EMA here. I waited for the connecting candle because there was no crossover candle at the crossover point. So there was a gap between 50 and 100, and there was a connecting candle here which resulted in another candle. So after that, 50 EMA crossed the 200 EMA. There was a candle here, and it resulted in another candle after this. So overall, it was a good setup actually, but I missed with the sideways market, and I lost all my money in the sideways market. You can see when 50, and this is a common case, I should have understood it. I should have waited for a clear gap between VWAP and 50 EMA. Between the EMAs, there must be a clear gap after a crossover. So there should be a crossover candle with a crossover angle, and or there should be a connecting candle with a gap, a clear gap. So in both cases, there should be clear gap between 50 EMA and 21 EMA, or 50 EMA and VWAP, 50 or 100, anything. There must be a clear gap. Only then it will be successful. I got into this trade. I got into this mess, sideways market. I really messed up all my capital. I lost 100% of my capital just in a few trades. So I will try to be more careful next time. So I will have to wait for my next month to start again. So I'm clearly understand that there must be a gap between VWAP and 50 MA. After a crossover, there should be a clear gap, but there should not be any gap between the candle and the crossover point. There should be connecting candle also, but gap must be between the EMAs or the VWAP and EMA, where we are considering where I'm considering the crossovers. So without the gap, the market, if it is if I see they are still attached to each other, the lines, the EMAs or the EMA and the VWAP, it results in severe loss, or nearly 100% loss, because of the volatility. Usually 50 and VWAP, if they combine together, this is the highest volatile area. 50 and VWAP combined together, you can see any map. 50 and VWAP, when they combine together, it results in severe sideways market, severe volatility, because of which there is, you can see the I can see the size of the candles is very big. As soon as there is a fall, as soon as there is a fall, there is an immediate big candle. So it carried away all my profits, and with the losses, with my capital. I had made profits over a few days, it carried away all my profits along with my capital. So it resulted in big loss actually. These spikes here resulted in big losses. So I need to be very careful about it. It's maniac spikes destroyed all my capital. So I need to be very careful next time. I need to check the gap between after the crossover. If I'm seeing anything, any of the EMAs, I must see the crossover and the connecting candles, the crossover candle, and a clear gap. Otherwise, it results in severe loss. So this is about my trade. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. And also the stop loss. I should have set a stop loss of at least 30 rupees per trade. I didn't keep a stop loss. It resulted in double loss in the first trade itself. Instead of 30, I lost 60 rupees per quantity. This which is nothing but around 900 rupees per lot. So it resulted in severe loss wipeout. So if you like my video,